What state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Yeah, I'm gonna let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to give some shouts out to the early birds, starting with dun, dun, dun. What's up, Kwame? What it do? Will, Mike L, what's up? What's up? What's up, Eric? Lisa Hickman. Jimmy Fowler. What's up, Jimmy? Ruth Tahada. What's up, Ruth? Shadow 324. Brother Man. What's up? What's up? Said Roderick. Charles E. Nelson. Corey H. Nate Dog. All right, fam, going in. Donald Trump, your president, is at it again. Donald Trump is always right, according to his constituents. Trump is always right. And even when he's wrong, he's right because he's going to take credit for however it goes, whatever direction it goes in, as long as it comes out right, he's going to take credit. If it comes out wrong, he's going to blame somebody else. Trump has been in the spotlight in politics for the last, what is that? Maybe, what are we looking at? That was 8. Oh man, wow, almost 20 years. Damn, that time flew, damn. Because Barack got in 08. We're coming up on 26. Yeah, so almost 20 years. Trump has been in the spotlight in politics. Spotlight, I'm not just talking about being around politics, I'm saying in the spotlight where, you know, his words got a lot of weight, right? And we have yet to hear Trump one time take responsibility for or accountability for being wrong. Not once. That's impossible to be the president of the United States and have not made any mistakes at all. That's impossible. So it's another one of those situations where you do as I say, not as I do. You say you can't hear me? Hold on. Oh, that was low. Okay, my bad. My bad. Okay, can you hear me now? Loud and clear now, right? Okay. As I was saying, Trump did not want to see people get those SNAP benefits. Trump was going to bring America's poorest, America's most needy to heal starting tomorrow. But a judge blocked his power to do that. And it's still up in the air whether those checks will go out in time. I don't think it'll be tomorrow, but it'll probably be sometime next week before they start making their way. And I'm sure they're probably going to prioritize those checks. But, and, you know, because they can do that. They can make sure that, look, people need their checks. We're going to send those checks out. We're going to have people working over the weekend. We're going to get those checks out there. And we're going to prioritize them in the mail. Everybody have their checks by Monday, Tuesday, at the latest. So they can do that if they want to do that. Trump, it appears, did not want to see that happen. Why would he do something like that? Do you know that SNAP affects 40 million Americans? 40 million Americans? 40 million Americans. Count on that. Now, obviously, you're going to have people out there saying, well, man, a lot of them, they're abusing the system, and, a lot of people don't need that, don't need it, and, they, it makes people dependent. And look, man, let me tell you this. Let me tell you something. We got it. We got it. It's just about where we want to allocate those funds to. We got the money because we spend it on every damn thing else. Why can't we spend it on people? Why can't we spend the damn money on, why can't our tax dollars, some of our tax dollars go toward helping those that are in need? Let me tell you something that I know about people. Most people that I know have a sense of pride, some type of pride. So, and, for a long time, being on welfare has been stigmatized. I remember growing up where my mom always worked, but she was raising 5 kids, so she needed subsidies. And so so she had welfare to subsidize her income, not to replace her income. You dig? It's a difference. So you got to remember to count those people that are being subsidized also. So they're out there working. There's people out there busting their ass. They working. But they coming up short, man, because it's hard to earn a livable wage these days. It's hard. And I know we live in the kind of country where you see a fool, use a fool. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Only the strong survive. But that's what's wrong with us. That's why so much murder and mayhem in this country. It's that attitude. It's that attitude where we don't look out for each other. Why is it that these other countries don't have these type of problems? Listen, fam, maybe you need to get out, right? Maybe you need to get out more, because I've lived in different countries. And I've seen how, and I've visited many, many more. And I've seen how why some countries, the people in those countries, they may not be as ambitious as people in the U.S. are. They may not be as ambitious. But overall, their quality of life is much better. Their suicide rate is way below the U.S. Their homicide rate is way below the U.S. Their poverty rate is way below the U.S. Their dropout rate is way below. Everything, all of these social services that we need. Alcoholism, which is a problem in some of those places, because all people do, some places all people do is drink. But even with the alcohol addiction being a problem, they don't kill each other at the rate Americans kill each other. They want us to be afraid of the boogeyman. The boogeyman is China. The boogeyman is Venezuela. The boogeyman is North Korea. The boogeyman is Russia. No, the boogeyman is the United States. Because Americans die at the hands of Americans overwhelmingly. When we took our family in for the night and we lock our doors and we turn our alarms on, we're not doing that because we picture some foreigner busting through our door and trying to kill us and trying to destroy what we have. We're doing that for U.S. citizens. Yeah, fellow Americans. That's who we got in mind. When we're riding down the street, when we get out of the car and go into a grocery store or the mall, we're thinking about Americans. We're not thinking about Russians. We're not thinking about Asians. We're not thinking about Chinese people. We're not thinking about that. We're thinking about Americans, because we know Americans kill Americans. The stress that we have is associated with the food that we eat and the people that we come in daily contact with, Americans. The inability to earn a living wage is associated with American entrepreneurs and employers, bosses, managers, supervisors, not some dude in Al-Qaeda, but that's what they want to have us believe. I don't even know how a person can live with themselves and do something like blocking benefits that go out for 40 million people. You would rather 40 million people starve, stress out, act out, turn to crime, suffer. You got money to give to everybody but your own. You got 100 billion to give to this country, 40 billion to give to that country. You got another 5 billion over here, 60 billion over here. But you can't look out for your own people? And you're supposed to be the leader of the United States of America, the leader? Maybe I'm naive, family. Maybe I'm naive. But I'm going to look out for my own first. I'm looking out for my own first. So maybe I'm just naive. But I couldn't imagine starving 40 million people, especially 40 million people who I have stewardship over. Because I have a conscience, I would marshal my actions much better than that. Trump behaves like he lost. The way he talks about Obama daily, the way he's preoccupied with talking about Biden, who has no power. Barack, no power. At least nowhere near the amount of power he has. He acts like he lost. He's so angry every day, just mad. Just mad. He acts like a loser. If I won, the enemy, whoever I beat out, I wouldn't even bring them up because I don't want y'all thinking about them and their legacy. I need you to think about me and what I got going on over here. I'm not even thinking about them. I'm thinking about the issues in front of me. Now, if you're trying to block something in front of me, that's different. These guys are behind me. Barack and Biden is behind Trump. Why is he worried about Barack and Biden and Hillary Clinton? That's like a dude who is constantly reminding his woman of her ex-boyfriend. You know, who's better, me or him? Who's bigger? You know, who's better? You know, well, you know, he never did this, and he does. Can you imagine how a woman would feel? Like, shut the fuck up. You big old simp. So the judge blocked him. The judge blocked him from being able to withhold those funds. So once the federal judge blocked him, after he created chaos, now he want to swoop in and play the hero. After he got blocked, but he's trying to act like he came to this conclusion all on his own. Like, yo, it was my idea to go ahead and press to make sure that people got their benefits. And by the way, it's the Democrats' fault that they're not getting their benefit. The Democrats are the ones trying to stop them from getting their benefits. The whole time it was him. The whole time he was taking credit for stopping those funds from going out. The entire time. The moment the moment that the judge blocked him from withholding those funds, he pivot and do a bait and switch and say, yo, I have decided that I'm going to do everything I can to get those funds to these American people that need it. What do you call it, Jink? The radical Democrats. They're trying to stop it. I need you to write to Congress and tell them to release the funds. The sad part is, it's some slowpokes out there. Millions of slowpokes are going to believe him. Like anything he says, as soon as he can say this today, like he can say whatever and be adamant about it and say this is what the truth is. And as soon as he finished that sentence, every single person that ride for him blindly, support him, they'll be like, yeah. As soon as he finished that sentence, he could pivot and say, you know what? I was wrong. We got the da-da-da-da-da, and they go like, yeah. It's absolutely amazing, man. It's amazing. And it's sad. It's sad at the same time. I don't have the conscience to do something like that. Let me tell you something though, fam. An enemy is an enemy. That's what I would do to an enemy. I would starve an enemy. My enemy gets nothing, fam. Like I'm one of those type of people that if it's an enemy get what an enemy get. I'm indifferent. I don't care one way or the other. And he's treating Americans like Americans are the enemy. I'm surprised he didn't say, I'm going to send benefits out to everybody that identifies themselves as a Republican. You can get your benefits. If you identify as a Democrat, I'm not giving you nothing. I'm surprised he didn't do that. So for the people that's just joining, if you are expecting SNAP benefits, they are resuming. They will resume. Trump had put a halt to them where they wouldn't be going out. People wouldn't be receiving their benefits starting tomorrow. But I don't know how they're going to run it, how they're going to play it. But for now, a judge has blocked Trump from being able to stop those benefits from going out. So I don't know if they will arrive tomorrow. My guess is they won't arrive tomorrow because of the holdup, but they will be there by, the top of next week, because I'm sure that they're going to go all out to make sure that those benefits get there. But then again, Trump could go in and tell the U.S. Post Office, he could fire everybody over there, over the weekend if he felt like it, if he wanted to. And then he got to get a judge to block that from happening. Trending topics, what's up? A Stewart. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. My bad. Look, you see how you see how long it's been since I've been uh, receiving government funds. Yeah, the benefits are loaded to your ED. Yeah, so that'll happen tomorrow. They'll get the benefits tomorrow. All they got to do is just pull the trigger. Yeah. But those benefits, let's keep in mind, fam, like, like everybody that's on welfare is not hustling the system. Everybody is not hustling the system. Everybody is not trying to have babies to get a free check. Because let's face it, welfare don't cover babies. Babies are expensive. So you got to be really, really, really slow to have a baby for some welfare. You got to be really, really slow. Because they don't even make welfare checks big enough to take care of a child. Now, I'm talking of one child, let alone 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Yeah, so those benefits will hit tomorrow. Yeah, thank God. Um, but leave it up to Trump. He wants you to thank him. He creates the chaos and then try to swoop in and play the hero. How many times have y'all seen that play? Create the chaos, then swoop in and play the hero. But it also, because of how he is, the type of dude he is, it also lets you know the type of people that we're walking amongst, the type of people we live amongst. Because at least half the country, about half of the country, I won't even say half, because I still think the election was rigged. I don't think it's that many people in this country that voted for him. I think probably about a third, maybe a third of the country. They voted for him, they support him to this day. That lets you know the type of people that we're living amongst. There are uncivilized mutts out here, fam, by the millions. And you got to be careful. Got to be careful trying to navigate around them, man. It's a cold game. I do believe, now, see, I believe that Elon Musk helped Trump rig the election, but I'm not sure if that'll ever come out because Elon Musk knows that if he spilled the beans on that, that's one of those things that could, you know, get him a one-way ticket to the upper room. Well, I ain't gonna say a one-way. Well, I guess everybody get a one-way ticket, but that could get him a expedited uh, a trip to the upper room. Yeah, fam, it is tough times in America, and it's gonna get tougher. I just saw a video earlier today with all of these damn robots at Amazon. The robots, they got so many robots, some of the robots was like up against the wall waiting for something to do. Can you imagine? They've replaced thousands and thousands of jobs with robots, and it's going to continue. America is not going to have a choice but to subsidize income for people. And they're going to have to do a whole lot more than what they're doing because it's going to get a whole lot worse. Unemployment is going to skyrocket. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. If you're not on AI, you better get with it. You better get you some AI. If you're not on it, you better get on it. Better put yourself in a position. If you're not on it, you better make sure you put yourself in a position where you, but then again, I don't know how AI proof anything is out there. There is no business, period, that you're not using AI to get the job done. There are some jobs that it's going to take a little minute before AI, before they can figure it out, but I'm pretty confident that they can damn near fill any position. You're going to have people talking to AI therapists if they're not already doing it. You're going to have AI therapists. They already got AI doctors. Well, they call them assistants. They're going to have AI doing surgeries. They're already eliminating, totally wiping out clerks, store clerks, wiping them out. They're getting rid of drivers, taxi drivers, even the Uber drivers. Those numbers are starting to come down because they got those, what they call those cars? What's the car called? What are those automatic cars called? No, yeah, that's the brand, but what is it called? Those safety. That's what I'm looking for. Autonomous cars. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word. But yeah, I went to Atlanta and I saw those things all over the damn place. I was like, damn, look at this. It's crazy. It's going to get worse. Way worse. We're on our own. Just remember that, fam. We're on our own. We're on our own. Do not sit back and wait on a government official to save you. Do not wait on a politician to save you. They're not going to save you because even if a politician has the best intentions, they're not going to get the results because they're going to face too much opposition. Remember, the most wicked people are at the top of every industry, including politics. The most wicked are at the very top. And they are going to stop those who think they want to come in there and do right by the people. They're going to stop that because they're not here to do right by the people. They're here to do something for themselves. They're here to see how they can get something for themselves. And they're here to use the people as pawns. You're on your own. The sooner you figure that piece out, the better off you'll be. You're on your own. We're on our own out here. Don't be sitting back waiting on somebody to create a job for you or give you a job. You got to go out and create it yourself now. Oh man, it's cold, gang. That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all joining live. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.